What we are witnessing in One Piece right now is Luffy at his peak. Not power-wise, but character-wise. And I think he's at his peak, for me personally, just the way Oda is depicting him with this loony cartoon vibe. And I think it's only uphill from here. My main worry when going into this Looney Tunes type thing was that Luffy was just going to be super silly all the time. And yes, what we're seeing right now is he is pretty darn silly. However, there's a key section in this chapter where it's Luffy turning off Gear 5th, where he's talking to Kaido, and Kaido's saying you should just die, everyone's going to remember you. And Luffy's saying, screw that. People, the only thing that's left when you're here is your bones. It don't matter. I'm doing this for the other people that are dead, like Pedro and Kinemon, who's not dead. We know that. But, and Momo and all of them. I'm doing this for them. And it's showing that he's still serious. And even though this whole fight, especially this whole chapter, is literally Looney Tunes type shit, it shows, okay, Luffy still can be serious, and he can still be goofy, which is who Luffy has been this whole entire series. It's just on another level now that Luffy has the possibility to do anything he wants with his fruit, with his rubber. And one of those things is turning to a giant. Now, imagine this in your head. If Luffy turned giant, you would think, man, it's going to be this big epic scene, and it's just gonna be like he's gonna do something crazy. He's gonna like kick down fucking 1,000 giants, and he's gonna go crazy. No, Luffy looks badass in this panel, and by the way, this is one of the best panels Oda's ever drawn. It's crazy good. Look at that giant panel again. Oh my god, I think I might do something in my pants, but that's not beside the point. The point is, Oda flips this on his head. Luffy gets bit before he could kick him, and he makes it goofy, and then Luffy uses Kaido as a not a trampoline, oh my god, I mean, kind of basically, he's kind of like floating in the air, but like he's kind of jumping in the air, he's jump roping in the air with Kaido, the king of the beasts. He's a Yonko, and he's jump roping him. Are you kidding right now? In any other series, if let's just say it's happened in Dragon Ball, where like Goku's fighting Frieza on Namek, and Goku's like, you know what, man, I'm literally using this dude as a jump rope. Like, I don't give a shit. I don't care. F it, bro. YOLO, I'm gonna do that. Would that work? No. In Naruto, haven't watched it. Would that work in Naruto? Probably not. Attack on Titan, haven't watched it. Will it work? Probably not. Okay, the point is, let's stop listening to series I haven't read. The point is, I bet, even if I haven't read those series, I know that for a fact that wouldn't happen in them, because that's just not what series are about, and that's perfectly fine. One Piece is extremely unique. You can't find another series like this, and it's such a shonen trope to have your final form of your character be the most badass thing in the world that nobody could stop, and it's the most OD power in the world. It's crazy. Nobody could stop it. But instead, Oda is using the most ridiculous power in the world, not the most powerful. And I think a lot of people are like thinking like, oh, ridiculous, he's got the most overpowered fruit in the... No, he doesn't. This chapter embodies goofiness, and this fruit could still be powerful, but it's not like overpowered. And yes, we're seeing Luffy get hit, and it like looks cartoony, but he's still taking damage. We saw him, like I said earlier, go back into his base form, and this is definitely taking a toll on him. And by the way, shout out to Morge right now, because I think the raid failing is still a possibility. But let's not, that's a whole bag of worms. But the reason why I bring that up is because I heard Morge say, this is what Oda intended Luffy to be, and I agree with him on that. Oda said he wanted to make his character the most ridiculous power in the world. He wanted to be so goofy that he can lighten the mood anytime. And Luffy is doing that now. I mean, bro, there's the scene where everyone's eyes are bulging out, including Law's. Luffy's eyes are going through the Onigashima roof. Are you kidding me right now? Bro, oh my god. Pretty funny. And, you know, I know, like, especially humor is just one of the most subjective things ever. Some people can find farting and random noises, especially now, like literally random noises that people make on TikTok. They just put it together and people will go LOL on that. And no, any type of humor, any whatever is fine. But what I mean by that is humor is so subjective, even more than stories, in my opinion, because people laugh at so many different things, right? So for Oda to be this bold and be like, I'm gonna have the character have this goofy ass power, and a lot of it's gonna be coming from laughter and things like that to make you laugh and silly, is pretty bold, because not everyone is going to enjoy that. And I've seen, I mean, it's a minor group of people. It's not like a lot, not like everyone in the community. It's not like, oh man, this sucks. This, like, I want something serious. Why isn't my protagonist super fucking jacked? And why isn't he, like, on roids and shit? Like, I want him looking like Goku, bro. Why is he not gold? Like, okay, nobody's like that. But I think for what this is right now, showing Luffy being goofy, being this joy boy type, is perfect for the tone. And like I said earlier, I think the rate is still failing, so I think there is still a level to take this joy boyish dude who's super optimistic, right? We're taking this, like, Luffy is the most optimistic he's ever been in the story right now. Okay, now Kaido could beat him and take him down. That's something very interesting and something very Oda-like to do, to make this character, right, that he's just made super joyful, and he's Looney Tunes stuff. He's hitting him around like a cartoon character, right? This is something very Oda to be like, okay, we're gonna take this dude back down to reality, right? And I think that would be extremely powerful after we just seen Luffy become a Looney Tunes character. And it feels like Luffy could do anything at this point. Not really. I mean, this dude's not shooting lasers, or like he's not growing like a million arms or something, right? But he's coming a giant out of whim. He's not blowing anything. He's like coming like a spring almost one time too. I mean, he's literally coming out of Kaido. He's making Kaido's eyes rubber and pulling himself out with it. That's crazy. So for Oda to be like, okay, we're making this super joyful character. This is super lighthearted right now, right? Nothing could go wrong. We're going blah, blah, blah. This is great, right? And to make this joyful character sad, it could be hella interesting. And we know the zones have a will of their own. So now that he's awakened it, we have to assume that this zone has some kind of will that could influence Luffy. And this could, there's so many possibilities. Even before, the Nika fruit was brought into the picture, and Gear 5th and everything, I was always a supporter of the raid failing. But I think this actually kind of adds to that. And that might sound crazy to some people. I'm not going to sit here and tell you that it's 100% confirmed the raid is failing. I'm just saying we have to be open to possibilities. Anything is possible with Oda. This shows anything's possible with Oda. Nobody thought, I don't care what you think, nobody thought we were going to have Looney Tunes Luffy in the building. Everybody did not think this. Okay, maybe a few people on Twitter were like, I think we're going to have Bugs Bunny Luffy. Okay, I mean, good for them. Alright, good for them. That's great. I'm really proud of them that they thought of that. But the majority of the community did not believe this was going to happen. And you could say that for a lot of things in One Piece. That people were like, no. And it happened. So let's not discredit any kind of theories. And, that's why even, people like to discredit, ZKK. And I don't think that's going to happen. But is it possible? Yes. I mean, Oda could... The way Oda does things, I don't know. I don't personally think he's gonna do that. I'm not saying, don't quote me. I'm not saying ZKK's happening. I think we're kind of past that. But could Oda write something like that? I trust in this dude fully to do that. I trust him as an author. If I had to put money on Oda, what Oda's gonna do next in the series, I would put like $1 because I'm not betting more than $1, dude. I will go bankrupt if I'm betting on this dude. This dude will just flip it like a switch. I don't know. You know, the story could go in so many different directions. But yeah, sorry about that little rant there, but I just gotta get that out. Let's just talk about briefly, just the creativity in this fight. I've talked about it a little, but just some of these panels are incredible. I could literally vividly remember some of these panels, and it's not like I've reread the chapter like a million times. No, I've read it like once, okay, and like twice before I did this. It's not like I remember this. Like for every chapter, I gotta look back and like see what the deal is, right? Because there's a lot of stuff in these chapters. No, I can vividly remember some of these scenes, like Luffy turning giant, Luffy going inside of Kaido, going inside of Kaido and making him kind of rubber, like he's ballooning in there, and you see Luffy's arms stick out and his feet and his head, and like then he goes out of his eye socket, and then at the end of the chapter he punches Kaido and he goes like through his head. Like, oh my god, the creativity in this is crazy. And some people prefer like the most super serious type fights. I mean, we usually get that with Luffy all the time. I think we still can't get that with Luffy. This fight is not over. There's still a lot of avenues that this could go down. So I don't think, like, people are saying, like, I saw Tekken, shout out to Tekken, he said next chapter is over. Hell nah. We still gotta deal with Onigashima coming over, Wano, oh my god, coming over, the mainland Wano, right? And we still gotta deal with that, and I'm pretty sure Kaido is not gonna get beat before we deal with that. So, also Momo's here looking at this, which is like, Momo, I get it, you're 8 years old, in like a 40-year-old man's body, or 30, whatever the hell age he is, right? Why are we staring at this, Momo? Why are we looking at, like, come on, can you get back to work, buddy? Alright, this is no time to be looking at the goofy pirate right now, okay? It's time to save the people of Wano. What's all this issue we're talking? Now you're, like, looking at this little goofy white-haired pirate? Are we serious right now? But in all seriousness, I'm not gonna lie to you. If I'm, like, an 8-year-old kid, and I see this big giant rubber man who's all white, and I just heard there's, like, this Joy Boy, the freaking, the guy's gonna bring the dawn of the world, and he's gonna save everybody. I would be pretty interested in that too. But I mean, I assume he's gonna go back down and fix the island, because who the hell else is gonna stop the island other than him? So we'll see where that goes. We didn't really get a check. We didn't get a check in this chapter with anyone else in the Straw Hats. We still don't know what's going on with Zoro. Which is fine. Come on, we gotta know what's going on with Zoro. I'm okay with that, because this chapter, again, best action chapter in Wano. And, people have been throwing around the word, this is the best that, or this is the greatest that, this, blah, blah, blah. And I think it's rightfully used. Even though that's crazy to say, Oda really has been delivering bangers, and there's no other way to say, like, this is the best. You could say that so many different ways. This is peak, this is whatever, blah, blah, blah. I think clickbaiters are running out of thumbnail titles and thumbnails, because, my God, it's like, what else can you say than this is just peak? Especially with Kaido, too. I think we're getting a Kaido flashback. And also, I think we're going to see his awakening as well, because he brought up awakenings for zones. He was, like, talking about, like, okay, this is, like, awakening for Paramecia, but this feels like a zone. So, there's no way he's not awakened. We're definitely seeing some other power-boosted Kaido before this. There's no way Kaido's going out like this. We at least have 3 to 4 chapters of this. Of them going like this. I think Oda's going to throw out a bunch of different stuff. Like, he's going to throw in the flashback, maybe in between this. There's a lot of ways Oda could go with this now. I mean, like I said, don't bet money on Eiichiro Oda, man. Because I mean, this is more unpredictable than gambling, man. Like, I feel like I would rather put my money on gambling than bet on Oda, bro, because I don't know where this story's going. But yeah, man, that's really all I gotta say. Other than, like, this is peak, man. This is there's no other way to describe it other than it's just GOAT. It's great. The creativity, the art is beautiful. I mean, oh my god, you would think he just started making this manga a few months ago. The way he's drawing this good. He's been doing this for 25 plus years. You know they're gonna have like trucks and shit? They're gonna have fucking trucks. How do I get one of those? Can you buy them? I don't know. Maybe you could buy them. I mean, I think they're just gonna be around Japan. You could like maybe go in one. I don't know. You know, bring them to America, bro. Make One Piece popular in America. I mean, shit, the way Oda's been dropping these bangers, it should be getting popular, man. I mean, now everyone wants to come back to the community now. I mean, it's crazy. But yeah, that's all I gotta say. I hope y'all have a wonderful day. Please like and subscribe and comment if you can. And yeah, have a good one, y'all. Peace out.